Okay, I got here. This video will probably go after whatever the next video or two are, explaining my first day getting a car in Plymouth. I've yet to film that. Here we are today at the Willsworthy Ranges. It's been sun and rain and mixtures and stuff. Just had a bit of a stressful time because my dad wanted to take a little ride in the car. I was going to just show him the insides and show him just what it was like, but he insisted on getting up off the road and driving a bit further, which was a pain because I know I'm still a newbie and he's very much a backseat driver, like a trying to be another instructor sort of thing, and telling me what to do and stuff, and I was like, that's a stressful environment. I've been taught now and I need to get experience with the knowledge I know. I don't need conflicting explanations and things. I just thought I'd have a little walk somewhere really basic, and it looks like the sun is on my side now. I don't think we're going to get rain clouds. Are we going to get rain clouds? It's been like hailing and stuff. Maybe some of these will come across with some hail and dump it on me, but I'm only going up here to the brink and get a few sights of Hare Tor. I don't feel like doxing my car right now. Obviously the situation is what the situation still is. Stuck in the domestic abuse house and stuff. It's just that now if I'm careful and I work out how the hell this new vehicle works, because it's different from the one I've been learning on, I have a doorway into getting some jobs and full-time work, and hopefully getting myself out of this. But my life is in other people's hands now, so it's not up to me. People have to say yes or no to me at interview, but I got about a year of asking them, so let's hope, fingers crossed, else I'm going to be homeless or something. One of them says yes to me instead of no, now that I've got the means to get there at 7 AM, past 6 PM and on Sundays, which is what a few of the interviewers from last year wanted that I couldn't provide at the time. But I spent a lot of money doing this car stuff, way too much money, and I always knew that it was going to be that, and I've just paid the insurance for it, and it's like, my god. And that's forced, that's like coerced, and you can't drive on the roads. The government, in all its fake wisdom, doesn't even let you have the option of driving on the roads without insurance, so I can't just choose not to at my own risk, which is horrible because the insurance stuff is ridiculously costly. So it's like a forced expense, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the government was behind some of the insurance companies, to be fair. Got some blind spot mirrors which I've just set up. They're a bit fiddly. It's quite hard getting the angle right on them actually. I had to get a little bag with a toggle on it, like a little glasses case kind of bag thing. Go outside to a bush and hang it there on my blind spot, my left blind spot, so I could try and gauge where the blind spot was while I was twiddling with the mirror. But it's mainly for parking, so I can see the lines, because normal wing mirrors don't really see the lines. I've also got a dash cam, which helps for my situation, because I fear getting vandalised or a car getting attacked in the middle of the night or something. So there's that reason for the dash cam, which is going to be front and back, and also the other reason for a dash cam is just certain moments meeting traffic where I don't know, like the other day when I was driving back from Plymouth, like I don't know if I did the right thing or if I did the wrong thing at a crossroads. I'd like to have a dash cam so I can review the footage and find out what those meetings were about. Anyway, we reached like the top of the hill sort of thing. The first hump of Willsworthy Ranges. Here's what it's like today. I've only got these shoes today, which are not more walking shoes, but they're good for driving. I think driving onto the moor will consist mainly of me changing shoes all the time. Bring my hiking boots out as well as these whenever I want to drive for one of these moor walks, and just swap before I leave the car and before I get back in properly. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go up to the hut over there. Up there there's like that, looks like someone's house, but it's actually like a military training bunker thing. There's Great Links, and there's Haretor. It's an icy wind, but the sun's finally with us. Hopefully there will be a lot more of these kind of walks, but a bit longer, smattered throughout the year between the days when I'm trying to find work and no one's getting back to me, or it's not a weekday or something like that. I'll make the odd Dartmoor video again if I can get out here. There's been a lack of them lately. Day's walk, part of it anyway. Kingway's down there somewhere. Yeah, I've got so much to tell you, my dudes. Part of what I'm going to tell you is actually a video that comes before this about what happened yesterday, but yeah, aside from that, I've probably got a lot to tell you. I'm looking at all this ground here and having a tiny taste of the independence of at least parking up somewhere and more walking, kind of at random. And I'm thinking camping's going to be a lot easier this year if I decide to do it, because I'll just be able to park up and walk relatively close to where I'm parked, but I'll be out there. Like I would have driven deep into the moor and then parked within range of the tent sort of thing. So whereas how things are now, I'm like, well, not now actually, not anymore. I have a car now. I keep forgetting I've got a car suddenly, which is another disbelief thing, just like passing my test. It's like, yeah, before now, in the before times, in the strange era before this, I was confined to bus route and I was confined to the house, so I could literally only do walks to Dartmoor from my house or from the A38 bus route going north, which hopefully won't be the case for the rest of the year, if I'm careful, and if I figure out, I gotta spend some time figuring out my vehicle. There's a few things that were very dodgy. Driving back with it for the first time, one noticeable thing is the steering wheel is larger, it takes longer to turn, so I keep steering wide. And then another thing is like the gears are like, they don't produce much of a sound when they're struggling, so if you go high revs in first gear or second gear, it doesn't make that same sound that the Peugeot 8 made, so that's kind of annoying. There's a lot to figure out, but I made it home yesterday, which I was really surprised I even made it. And there's been some weird things since then that were difficult to solve and took like 15 to 20 minutes to solve each thing, but I did solve them. Mainly to do with parking and setting off and car alarms and things like that. But yeah, now it's a question of just applying everything I learnt while driving a Peugeot 208 to this new car, which feels pretty different, to be fair. And then, yeah, aside from that, it's going to be a tool. I thought, should I name my car? Should I refer to it as a ship, like you say, there she blows, or something like? No, this is a tool, and I'm going to use it to get places I need to get functionally. So it's not one of these things that's going to have a persona, although I don't frown on people for doing that with their cars. It can be cute or whatever, but that's not what mine is for. I call it my ship, but other than that, not refer to it in a cutesy way. Anyway, heading back to the car park now. Just a little walk and ramble for you guys, just to say how things are going. Catch you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.